We don't have access to guns the way you guys do. They believe that they own this women, but you don't. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Dominican News. Today, I want to talk to you about violence in the Dominican Republic compared to violence in the United States. Great. Or in other countries, but especially the United States. In the Dominican Republic, you have like a lot of violence. I would like specify the most common types of violence that you have in the Dominican Republic. The number one, and I think is one very brutal, is husbands killing their wives or the boyfriend killing the girlfriend. It happens a lot. Men killing women. But of course, Dominican men are not killing women just because they're women. You have to go, you need to go to the background of the situation. But it does happen a lot, and that's pretty bad. You have a lot of men after they have a relationship with a woman, and then this woman wants to break up the relationship. This man takes a decision to end this person's life and then end his own life. It happens a lot here in the Dominican Republic. And it's something that's pretty bad. The reason why, because this men, the men that they do this, they believe that they own this women, but you don't. So I have studied the case for many years, and I have found a few patterns when this happened. So case number one, you have the young girl that she gets in a relationship with the older man, like a very old man. And then this old man helps her a lot with money. He pays for school. He pays university. He pays, and then she graduates, she becomes successful, and then she realizes that she no longer wants to be in a relationship with this man, and then she wants to break up. So this man, he planned that he was going to be with her his entire life, but he technically paid for her existence. So he believes that he owns this woman, and then he sees that as a betrayal, and then he takes a decision to, kill the woman and kill himself. Of course, this is crazy. This, I disagree with this. It doesn't have to happen, but it happens. This is one of the reasons why it does happen. Then you have other, situations where, a man has been with this woman for a long time. After a few years of the man taking care of her in the house and everything, she wants to move on with her life because this man, maybe is an abusive father or whatever. And then he thinks again that he owns this woman, and this woman has been taking this abuse for years and years and years and years and years. And then one day she understands that she gotta leave. And then when she tries to leave, or maybe she does leave, he, go wherever she is, and he kills her. Sometimes the man breaks up with the woman, and the woman doesn't want to come back to the house, and this man goes and kills the woman. It happens a lot in the Dominican Republic. Also, you have traffic incidents. I mean, in the traffic, when people crash, in this country, I'm not sure if we are the number one, but I'm pretty sure we must be like in the number 3 or number 2 of the most chaotic countries when it comes to traffic. And when people crash or whatever, the situation turns into violence very quick, like boom. And then people kill each other here a lot when in those situations. Also, you have, in the lower economic neighborhoods, you have a lot of violence as well. Yeah, you do have violence. You got people killing each other for drugs, businesses, and stuff like that. So yes, this is not the paradise in terms of violence. Now, but when you compare the Dominican Republic, for example, to Mexico, of course, Dominican Republic is like a baby compared to Mexico when it comes to violence. And when you compare the Dominican Republic to the United States, then the levels of violence are very different. Because we saw this situation in the United States the other day where Charlie Kirk, he was assassinated.
Great. ABC News has confirmed conservative activists and
he got shot in the neck by another dude, a white dude, by the way. I'm actually like, well, thank God that it was not an immigrant or a black, because that was going to start a racial war in the United States of America. Now, it's very ironic that he defended guns and he got shot in the neck by a white dude in the whitest state. I'm not sure if it's the whitest, but it gotta be one of the whitest states in America. And that's pretty sad. You should not be killed just because you think different. That's totally crazy. It's going to sound crazy, but I agreed with a lot of things that he said. He used to say, not everything, but I agree with a lot of things, but I didn't hate the guy. But the United States is people are very sensitive. You get offended quick. And since you have access to guns, all kinds of guns, rifles and everything, you walk into a supermarket alive, but you don't know if you are going to walk back out. You send your kids to school, but you don't know if those kids are going to come back home, because maybe another teenager is going to walk in with a rifle or an automatic weapon, and he's going to shoot everybody. So that's the kind of violence that you will probably not see here in the Dominican Republic. We don't have access to guns the way you guys do. We do have guns, but what I'm saying is the possibilities of someone having AK-47 is very unlikely, but it is very likely for an American to have that, especially if this person is white. White people love guns. I mean, Americans love guns. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. It's not likely to see like a shooting in school here or at a public space. You will see shootings in the neighborhood, with lower economic statuses. You can see shootings there. But in terms of that level of violence where a lot of people could potentially die at the same place, you might not see that scenario pretty often here in the Dominican Republic. There's no way you can just go with your ID here and buy a gun. Like, hey, I'm 19 years old, 20, 21, 22. And I want that rifle, that right there, please. And put it some automatic gear. And I want a silencer for that. Why would you want a silencer for a weapon? And you would say like, no, I don't like noise. I don't like noise. I'm a quiet person. But what happened to Charlie Kirk? It's not supposed to happen. This is 2025, people. This is not 1950 or 1960. Yeah, I think if you think different, you should not be shot in the head or neck just because of the way you think, Well, you might say he was racist. He was an anti-immigrant, whatever. Yeah.
If you want to have a privileged life in America, very simple. Start acting a certain way.
What do you mean act a certain way?
Get married to one person and stay married to that person, and don't abandon them, of which 75% of black men do.
So, okay.
But shoot him just because he thinks different? Well, the suspect, they have someone in custody who allegedly is the guy who shot him. I don't know why he did it. I don't know exactly why he did it, or I guess we are going to know soon whenever he goes to court and he says the reason why he did it. But I don't think it is justifiable to just shoot someone because you disagree with what he thinks. This is not the first time it happens in the United States. I mean, just the fact that it's not the first time, it means that it has to continue happening. I just wanted to bring out to you that we also have violence here. We do have violence in the Dominican Republic, like a lot of violence. We also kill people. People get shot. People get killed. I just wanted to bring out to you the differences of kinds of violence that you will probably see here that you will probably not see there, and the violence that you will most likely see in the U.S., but you probably will not see here. Someone walking into a public space and shooting everybody, or someone with a sniper scope, aiming at the president or aiming at someone, and boom, just because you disagree, let's kill him. No, I'm not happy when this kinds of things happen in the U.S. I'm not happy at all. I don't like people being shot, especially people that they generate debate. Disagree, agree, whatever, but let him talk. Yeah, let him talk. Don't kill him. Guys, thank you very much for supporting. Thank you for subscribing. Please hit the like button, and I love you all. See you next week. Bye-bye.